First up in the news, we have xQc.
So he's talking about how she blocked access to his accounts. Fair use. We're gonna get to her live story and the pictures and everything, but we're going to talk about what happened leading up to it. Fake threats lead to real consequences.
In a recent live stream, xQc claimed that he's unable to access his Texas house account.
That didn't go as well as you think it could possibly go. All right. So under my name, that are
detail due to
he calls her and say, "Hey, my accounts are locked. Can you help unlock them?" And she's like, "Nope."
courts.
The thing, I call, and I'm like, yo, could I possibly have my accounts that are under my name that are at the house that I pay for, so I could possibly turn the power on so I can live my life? Let's just say that didn't go as well as you think it could possibly go. All right? I was there. Okay. That didn't go as well as I thought.
See, you can learn from this. She should never had access to that shit anyway. Ever.
It could go. Okay. I'm like, yo, I really need this.
xQc on a Texas house.
I just thought if I buy a house, if I purchase a home and go all in and I own it, I'm the only person on the title. It's my home. I thought, what could possibly go wrong, man? And sometimes I realize, it just doesn't matter, dude. I can't have shit. Okay, that's just what it is, and it's just annoying, but that's just the way it is. That's just the way it goes because of a billion factors, a billion whatever, dude. It's just
here comes the fake threat in the next 15 seconds.
Trash. Even though I have the house and it's mine and I own it, I can't live in it in a way that I'll be able to go live every day and be happy and do my thing. I just won't be able to do. So you know what? I pulled the plug on this bitch. We're gonna be here. We're gonna do shit for better or for worse.
All right. So he said, pull the plug on this bish. Okay. I pulled the plug on this bish. That can easily be, even though we know it's not a threat, it can easily be interpreted as a threat.
And no one's ever going to believe me, then there should be no reason in the world why anyone's threatening me, right? If all I have to show are receipts, then what's the threat for?
You hear it? What's the threat for?
For better or for worse. I cannot care anymore. I'm moving on entirely with my life.
He thought he was moving on entirely with his life, but Adept had other plans. Okay, so that's him talking about pulling the plug on this bish. Just listen to what she says.
I mentioned that I was not the one who purchased it, and I mentioned that I was in Vegas hours after it was purchased, and those are all true statements. Have you heard anything else?
Okay, quiet.
Have you heard anything else?
Get to the threat.
And like I said, it's quite literally that simple. Did you in the chat buy it? It's a yes or no question. You got to mock me and you got to make me look stupid and make me look crazy, right? You got to make me look silly.
To be fair, Adept, you're kind of doing it yourself. You're doing a better job than we ever could.
Embarrassing. Call was declined.
And we appreciate you. All right. So she said she was threatened. And now let's go to xQc's tweets. So he starts by saying, man, Sean.
Man, Sean, it's a dog on the fucking riding lawnmower cutting the fucking grass.
I heard you. That's why I said take a fucking picture.
I got a video of this shit.
Bruh, this crib gonna finish up like Heisenberg, LUL. Clarification, it's something called a civil standby. Remember civil standby, right? Because when we go to, remember when he was streaming and he said that Santa Claus is here, and sometimes when Santa Claus is here, they let Santa Claus come down the chimney.
You know, sometimes it's kind of like if I claim that I'm Santa Claus, well, I can go through your chimney. You know, type shit. You know, Santa Claus, if he's Santa, I mean, he gets to go down the chimney, you know? That's kind of how it is, you know? And if he decides that he's going to pick up the cookie and shit, that's just kind of how it is. Nobody can about it. I told you, man.
Okay, so the whole Santa Claus line is threatened. You like Henry, he was threatened? She was threatened? No, I don't think she was threatened, but she can use it. When you're going through a divorce, you could pull that shit out. And this is what a civil standby in Texas is, right? So look, I'm putting the pieces together for you. Definition, civil standby. Civil standby is the procedure whereby the police officers accompany a victim of domestic violence to the residence. The victim share it with their assailant while the victim retrieves his, or in our case, her personal property and or a child or the property of a child that is in his or her custody from the residence. So what happened is while he was streaming, he got a knock at the door at his old house, and they said, "Hey, we have a civil standby order, so Adept could enter the property and retrieve her belongings." Now, she knows he's streaming. She knows he's streaming. So what happens? He's streaming, gets that knock. He's not there because he's at a different house streaming. They call him and say, "Hey, you have to come here." And as you saw, he's like, "Look, guys, I have personal things that belong to me that I really want to save. So I have to leave and I have to go retrieve them because Santa Claus is there to get their cookies." All right. So he knocks at the door. He gets the whatchamacallit. He has to go back. Let's go back to his tweets because his tweets are very telling, right? "I was just trying to take some pics. Only a few things were missing. It is what it is. Just sucks. I lost baby pictures and some of my important life documents, but whatever." Aww. Let's keep going. "2 transparent boxes full of important old stuff is missing out of almost everything. A couple of other things. I was there 5 days ago and was going through them. I left it there. I thought, I know where it is. I'm not going to move it." So what's happening? He is mid-divorce. He's staying at a different house in Texas. Goes to his old house that he owns solely. Going through his stuff, preparing to take some things. Guess what? Santa Claus is coming to town. My mom sent me 5 pictures every holiday. Pretty much, I kept them in one spot. After a while, it amounted to like 50 pictures. I left them under the phone cabinet alone, wiped clean. Damn.
Such nice people. I'm doing fine, thank you. Actually, I'm chatting with his mother. And she's saying, sit down and go away. So if I want to keep his mother happy, I better get going. But I love you guys too. Bye now.
Peut-être, je sais pas encore, mais je vais t'appeler pour ça, ok?
OK, parfait. Rappelle-moi, mon beau chéri, on aimerait ça te voir, même si c'est 2 jours.
Ok, excellent, maman. Ok, je pense à toi, maman. Je t'aime beaucoup.
OK, rappelle-moi. Merci. Bye-bye.
Bye, man.
They take the stuff that means the most to you. So he's talking about the pictures that his mom left that have sentimental values. I have some pictures in my family that have sentimental values. I just don't really know why. Some stuff that's kind of worth money is still there. Why the pics? Like they're originals, one of one. The reason why they take the pics is because they know they're going to hurt your ass. Anything that money bought xQc means absolutely nothing to him. You know why? Because he could buy it again 1,000,000 times over. But what he cannot buy back is those goddamn baby pictures, the one-of-one pictures, the pictures that are not even saved digitally anywhere. They're only saved in his mind and in a physical copy. All right, let's keep going. With the guy there, I looked for about an hour, every cabinet, every cupboard, everything. Every time I asked where the pictures was, I was told to stop escalating. Damn, man. This is how you get jammed up on a common law marriage. I don't really know why anyone would do this. The reason they do it? Because they bitter. They upset. You moved on. You kicked them to the curb. They can't get none of your money. They cannot control you. So they look to the state because they're parasites. They're human parasites at best. Leeches. And what they do, shout out to CGA, is when they can no longer control you, they have to go to the state to say, hey, look, I lost control of xQc. What can I do to regain control? You can say what you want about me being dumb. There was 3 to 4 cars speeding around. One guy was on foot too. I didn't really know what the F was going on. I didn't want to take any chances. and it'd be my fault. I felt guilty. Yeah, it was a mistake. But if anything, I would have felt the way. More guilty if not. I learned, I guess, I don't know. God damn, man. The house floor plan gone, work visa gone, bills, a bunch of important life files all gone. I just don't understand it because people don't want to let you go. I only took like 8 pics of the house the first time I got there. I didn't touch ish. I didn't know it would end like this. Guy, you never see it coming. You never see it coming. Guy, you would never see it coming. It's not about benefit of the doubt. I didn't know I had to make an inventory the minute I got there. I didn't know anyone would sneak in, bro. Like, what the F? I just now consider everything in that house that's mine a complete loss now. Yes, right, as he should. Just everything. I don't care about it. I'll let things end up where they belong. I don't want to hear about any of that ish anymore. I'm not going to lose my mind over 50K worth of ish. Hell no. Only thing he's losing now is sleep because this shit's bad. It's not a loss, but I'll treat it like it is. I made an inventory of everything. Nothing will be displaced, okay? Some of y'all aren't really reading properly. I'm not going to stall my life waiting to see what happens with my chairs and tables. I'm just going to live like none of it exists. Trophies are out already. I've left them already in lanyards, jerseys on walls, some one-of-one clothing. That's literally it. God damn, man. He probably going to have to sell this house. I'll probably sell it. Now, look, he actually responded to somebody, which is great. What can I do? In the last 8 months, I realized that some things in life are just completely effed up. Effed up people can do things that will label them as effed up, but that's about it. It's just the way it goes. Entire life's net worth. Oh my goodness. You know, look, guys, sometimes you got to flex. You gotta flex. And this is a rich flex right here. Entire life's net worth on my neck times 3. I don't give a F about some effing chairs. Biatch! Mother effing yoinking my dumbish ish. Completely forgot about them damn lighthouse, bruh. For real, on God. Yo. This is where, look, this is pissed off xQc. You know what? Hold up. I'm sure someone will end up reading this offline chat as a job. Let me give them a little treat. That's right, xQc. He's talking about me, guys. This is how me and xQ, we communicate. We communicate without communicating because the moment she find out I'm talking to him, yeah, I'm saying it is what it is. And this is, I believe, Adept's net worth times 3. It really probably is like times 6. And once this is over, it's probably going to be times 12.
Do this with you anymore. You are not a victim here. You have never been a victim here. I'm done speaking with you. You are not a victim. Stop victimizing yourself.
Stop talking!